good afternoon, and hello, everybody. This is Abdul Ghani Al Khatib from Cloud Zone IT Solution. We are IT service provider and cloud solution provider here in Saudi Arabia. We covering Saudi Arabia and MENA region. Today, as we promised, we will talk about a very good and awesome uh, solution of human resources, that is great HR. Today, I will present a very expert product manager from Great HR, Mr. Surya. He will present an HR solution and what is the benefit and how to automate the HR regular task and solution, regular task and repetitive and routine task with a great HR. Also, we will mention a live demo. How can we work as an HR manager? How to automate the payroll? How to do this certain stuff that is regularly and routinely every month we do it at the end of the payroll period or end of benefit service for each clients, how to manage people and how to manage payroll and how to automate the HR process using a great HR. Great HR, it's a cloud-based solution. You don't need to install anything on your devices or fingerprints or any or etc. You only need to access to your portal, your username and password, and you are ready to start with your HR journey. Let's get started with Mr. Surya. Mike is yours, Mister.
Thank you so much, Pedro, for having me today and for giving a quick introduction. And it's my pleasure to having uh, this session today. So today I'll be presenting my screen, and as Mr. Abdul Ghani has mentioned about the product, about the HRM solution, how it can help in the day-to-day life, in the journey of the HR process. So that we'll get to know today. I'll be sharing my screen and we'll give a quick brief about our product and the introduction. Then we'll take you directly to the product side. So I'm just turning up my camera for the better connection. I hope my screen is visible. So Creative software we founded in 1994. It's been like 28 to 30 years now in this market, and we are one of the largest software solution provider of the cloud HR payroll and compliance management across the Middle East, East Africa, India, as well as many other part of the globe. And currently, we are associated with 20,000 plus active customers from different verticals, and there are 2 plus million payslips have been generated using Great HR every month. And as well as there are many payroll processors who are also using our product to process the payroll for the other clients. So we are a one-stop solution. So today we'll be covering the core HR part, where you can maintain your all your employee-related information over there. Any kind of documents, visa, card, different sort of card details can be created. Passport, visa details can be added, and with that you'll also get this smart notification alert. So that for each members, whenever you'll set the notification alert for the expiry thing, automatically the system will send you the reminders alert for that, and as well as internal communication like feed section will be available, uh, and as well as letter generation where directly we can go and generate any sort of letters for our employee internally, and there'll be exit module which will be completely automated. Then we'll have the confirmation module in it, and as well as the self onboarding things to the core HR. Then apart from that, coming to the payroll, we are 100% statutory compliance as per the GCC. So whatever the configuration and the style structures and everything, that can be 100% customizable as per the policies. And apart from that, on a single click, you'll be able to distribute pay slips. You can generate WPS file. And apart from that, we also have the loan management workflow into the application where 3 to 5 level of workflow approval process also can be customized into that. And apart from that, we also have the leave and attendance. Leave can be customizable as per the company's policies, and for the attendance, we have various methods to capture attendance. If you have already a biometric device in place, so that we can integrate with that, so that live transaction can be captured, and as well as even since we are a cloud-based product, so employee also can mark their attendance by using the mobile application or through web. And if you would like to capture the location of your employee, for that we have a geo marking system. We also have Visage, which is the face recognition attendance marking system, where you can place an Android tablet near to the entrance. So once an employee comes and stand in front of you for 5 seconds, automatically the attendance can be captured. And as well as the selfie mode and geofencing. Geofencing is nothing but where we can set a radius 50 meter, 100 meter of radius. So within that particular radius, an employee is available, then only the sign in and sign out option will be enabled for him. So such kind of different mechanism we have to capture the attendance. And apart from that, the ESS portal will be available, which is again really important for the managers and the employee. And we are available in both iStore and Google Play Store. Directly, they can go and download the application from there, and through that also they'll be able to mark the attendance. They can apply for leave or the payroll, pay slip generation. So all those activities directly they can perform by using the mobile application itself. These are some of our existing clients currently associated with us. Basically, these clients are from India, and also we have some global clients in the list like Emirates, Transformer, Smartworld, Safeguard, Unimoney, Janata, Capgemini, Dubai. So almost we have covered from the different verticals, and we are a 100% cloud-based product, and our product is hosted on Amazon, AWS, Frankfurt, Germany, and these are some of our awards and recognition which we have achieved in the recent time. So this was a little brief about our company. Now I'm taking directly to the product side. So once you onboard with us, we'll be giving you a separate link with your company logo, and there'll be three kind of users basically. One will be the super admin. Under super admin, multiple admins can be created, and whatever the functionality and the feature point of view, that can be customizable accordingly. And apart from that, there'll be employee and the manager's login, which is the ESS portal, employee self service, uh, and where I will show both the logins here. But now first we'll cover the admin side. Then after that, we'll also take you to the employee ESS portal side. So now I have logged in as a super admin here.
Sorry, would like to change the screen? Share another
Okay,
screen?
okay, it's not visible. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I'm just sharing it again. Yeah. Thank you for notifying that. So this is I have logged in as a super admin, and this will be the landing page where you can see your company logo here, and these are the different model which I was explaining in the slide. So first we'll go by one here. So first we'll take you to the employee section here first. So when we come here in the employee section, we can see one overview page. So each module wise will get this overview section, which shows all the information related to that particular section. So since we are in the employee sections now, all the employee related information will be visible here, like total head counts, how many help desk tickets have been raised by employees, how many mobile app users are there, how many letters have been generated, so any upcoming birthday, new joiners, and here also we can see the confirmation due. So here we also have the confirmation module where HR do not have to remember each and every employee's information. When we talk about a group of company or a big company, there will be different division or different department will be there, and each department, each employee will be working, and they will be having the probation period. When a new employee join, he will be under the probation period, and it's difficult when we have a large number of employees to remember which particular employee is completing his probation period and his confirmation will be due, and what is the feedback and everything. So it's a very hectic and tedious job for the HR to remember each and everything. And it's also really important to confirm that particular employee on time for the self motivation or for considering his work in the organization. So for that reason, we also have come up with the confirmation model where automatically whenever we'll be setting up the options like previous 1 month or 2 months or 15 days we can customize it accordingly. So here in the dashboard itself, HR can come and see for which all employee the confirmation is due. And here directly in the system itself, we can set the configuration or the workflow modules. So which approval should get what kind of access accordingly. The manager can give his comments and everything. So as an HR, it will be really easy. You can come here to the workflow options, and here we can see the confirmation option where HR can see all the confirmation due employees list on a single page. So that will be really easy for the HRs, and HR can simply go one by one and check out all the comments, and then which thing got auto forward. Means we also have the auto forward option. So there will be suppose 2 member or 3 member of reviewers are there. So if one reviewer has not responded for 10 days or 15 days, it should get auto forward to the next level of reviewers. So such kind of configurations are also there in the place. So each and every the timestamp and the comments, everything from the managers, HR can come here and view all the comments and everything. And based on the comment, HR can come here and confirm this particular employee by putting the feedback and the remarks, or else based on the comments and the feedback from the managers, if it's required to extend, HR also can click on the extend probation and what should be the extend date and the reason by putting the comments you can submit. So the confirmation module will be completely automated here. So similarly, we have various things here we'll be covering one by one. And now coming to the employee directory, where if you come here, we can see all the existing employee currently associated with us, and with some of the basic details that their number, name, joining date, status, phone number, email, extension, and these all are hyperlinked, which we can click any of them directly. It will take us to the employee profile. And here also we get a lot of filter options, which we can use any of the filter to filter out all the details and everything. And if it's required to export these details, we can also export these details to the Excel sheets. And whenever an employee is joined the organization, for adding an employee, we can use this add employee option to add a particular employee into the system by providing some of the basic details, the position details, and the payment. And here, if you scroll down, we can see one option called employee, allow the employee to fill in the information, which is nothing but the self onboarding thing. So in the traditional way, what happened is whenever a new employee is joined, so whenever a new employee is joined, the HR need to make sure, to follow up that particular candidate to receive all the required documents during the joining, and HR need to maintain different folders each employee wise to keep a record. And here in the self onboarding thing, which is again customizable here in the system, so HR do not have to create any sort of folders or do not have to run behind for new joiners to collect all the informations here. So I'll be sharing you a small PPT where I can show how the how the onboarding module work here in the greytHR application. I'm just presenting again. Mr. Abdul, where I can share the PPT if I would like to share any PPT.
You can just go to slides and upload your slides, or simply you share screen. Share screen, then present PPT again.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So I have it's visible. So here in the self onboarding, we can completely customize and automate the entire process. And for HR, it will be really easy. Whenever an employee is joined, we can customize what all things need to be collect from that particular employee. When it comes to collecting the things, means collecting the personal details, the address related information, any kind of documents or acknowledgement thing, any company policy we are sharing with the client, with the new joiner, so that we make sure that the particular candidates read the rules and regulations of the companies, and he has acknowledged that thing. So the complete acknowledgement and attaching file, mandatory things, non-mandatory things, everything can be customizable in the greytHR applications. And even the employee will have a visibility what all information he's filling out here, like personal detail, previous employment, statutory compliance, family details. So whatever the configuration we have made in the system, based on that, step by step, employee also can enjoy the onboarding process within the organization. And for initiating the onboarding also, it's really easy. At a time, HR can go and initiate for any number of employees in the system. So first we need to configure the entire policies and what all things we need to be collect from the employee side. Everything can be customizable here. And once we customize or the configure the entire policy in the application, after that HR can go and initiate the onboarding process at a time to any number of employees. Once the HR initiate the onboarding process, instantly a notification email will be sent out to the new joiners with the credentials, so that by using those credentials, employee can sign in. And after sign in, they'll find all the details step by step which they need to fill out in the system. And once they filled out all the informations into the system, after that, HR will get a notification that this particular employee has filled out everything in the system, so that HR can review those data and confirm. Once the HR confirm, automatically the data and everything will be stored in the system. So it is that simple. For the onboarding here, HR do not have to manually send email to the new joiners for getting all the data or any exceeding the limit of the storage, or sending, or again repeatedly failing those emails or receivings. There is no limit or there is no restriction, no transactions failure in this application. When we talk about automated thing, everything will be automated. All the policies and everything can be customizable here, and accordingly the new joiners just have to upload all the details one by one, and the HR need to review and submit it. So it is that simple. Now coming back to the application here, we also have the organization chat, where we'll get to see the complete details. I mean the flow of the organization, so that which particular employee is working under whom, we can come here and expand. So we have both the view, horizontal and vertical view. And if you want to export this chat as it is, we can also do that by using these options. And here we can see the unassigned employee means this might be a new joiners who have recently joined, so we need to assign a new manager to him. So we can simply use our drag and drop option to assign a new manager to particular employee. It is that simple. Or else we can use this assign manager option to assign. And if you would like to transfer the entire team under a single manager, that is also possible by using the mass transfer option from here. And we also have something called analytics hub. So the HR sometimes they're required to use the Excel sheet to filter out any of the data or to make any pivot table. So they need to go and prepare the Excel sheets sometimes. So we do not want to go back again, but when everything is automated, so this thing also should be there in the system. So considering that, we have the analytics hub in the greytHR application, where we have many predefined columns are available here. So simply they can come here, select any of the columns as per the requirements. And apart from that, we also have a lot of filter options, like where we can filter out all these details related to our employees, like based on the ID, name, joining dates, gender, date of birth, status. A lot of filter options are there. They can use this filter out. And apart from that, here the options for the pivot mode on and off on a single click, they can do that. They can change the view. And apart from that, if they want to export these details, they can do that on a single click here. Right click and export the option to the CSV file or Excel sheet. Or they want to export these details into different chart wise, like pie chart, bar chart, column chart. So we have given different chart options here. So simply they need to go and select any of the things. And based on that, the chart will be prepared, which they can share as a link or download it directly from the system. Now coming to the information part. So here the employee profile options will be available for each employee wise. We can check out the employee profile. We have the options for search. So we can search an employee here based on the name or ID, any of the things. So I have searched as using name here, Mr. Anup. So we can see the employee's photographs, the personal details, the qualification, joining details, position details. All the details will be available here. And apart from that, we can also capture an employee bank details here, We can capture family details, family's passport, visa details also can be captured. The position history can be, previous employment details can be captured. So giving and saving documents, there will not be any such limit in the system. Apart from that, we also have something called card details. So we might be having different cards like labor cards, emirate card, health card. So different sort of cards can be created here by using this add card details. And similarly, the passport visa details also can be saved here for each employees. For this card details and passport visa details, we'll also have the option for the smart notification alert, which can be customizable as per the need, like prior 15 days or 30 days, whenever you say, we can set it up in the system. So automatically the system will send you the reminders before the expiry. And as well as we have the repeated reminder alert system, so that repeatedly the system will keep reminding every 15 days or every 20 days. So that system is also available in the system. Apart from that, we also have something called assets. Which all assets are being used by our employer from the organization. So we can keep a record all the assets. We can see here the complete drop down. If any of the assets are not available here, we can also go and manually add the asset types here, and we can keep a track. Then we also have something called position history, which talks about the complete movement of your employee internally within the organization. So any changes happen, any departmental change happened, somebody got relocated, or any designation change within the organization for this particular employee. So any kind of changes that can be recorded here. So we can track the complete movement of our employee within the organization. Again, these headings can be configurable as per the requirements. Apart from that, in the employee document, we can see all the documents saved under a particular employee. Here different categories can be created, like company policies, forms, or any kind of category that can be created here. And whatever documents saved under this particular employee, we can see everything here. Whatever letters have been generated, company policies. So whatever category we are creating, based on that, system will automatically define, and we'll be able to find everything on a single page here instead of going here and there. Okay. And apart from that, here in the admin section, we also have something called generate letter options, which is again really helpful for the HR point of view, because here we'll be having the predefined letter templates, where for generating a letter will be really easy. So we can simply come here and use this prepare a letter option, where we can see all the drop downs, all kind of letter types that can be created here. So for an example, I'm selecting one option called salary certificate here. And once I've selected here and click next, the system will give me two options. Either we would like to share with the single employee or multiple employees. So single employee, I can simply put here the name or ID of an employee. If I would like to go with the multiple employee, I can go with the multiple options. And here, once I select the multiple options, I can see here um, all the employee and the check and uncheck options, which I can also check and uncheck whichever employee I do not would like to share with them. And once I click next, now the letter will get generated for all the employees at a time here. So it won't share with the employee directly. Before it share, it will always give a preview, so that you can preview the letters based on the name and ID. All the data and everything will get changed. So here all 124 employees letter got generated. Here this is the one employee Alexander, and this is Arvin. So like this for all the employees we have generated here. And once I go and finish, then it will ask us three options, whether we would like to share in the ESS portal, whether we would like to download them, or you would like to directly send us an email directly from the system. So any kind of letter you're using, that can be customizable here. So if you're you would like to use your old templates here, so that also we can customize here, so that you'll be able to use the old templates. Apart from that, the Excel import option you will get. So if you would like to work in the Excel sheet here, we have given different formats for any information you would like to provide in to the system in bulk. For an example, any bonus detail or address related details for your employees, or any of the things you're seeing here relates to the attendance or any kind of information. Simply you come here, download the format. You can insert all the details in the Excel sheet, and you can come back later and upload back to the system. So those information also the system will be able to fetch from the Excel sheets. And we also have the bulk photo upload option and bulk document upload options here in the system. All the options will be there. And yeah, and this is all about the employee ESS portal. And another important thing I would like to present here, which is the exit module. So I'll be taking you to another slide now for the exit module. So when we talk about the exit model, means whenever an employee is leaving the organization. Okay, so there might be various reasons whenever an employee is leaving the organization. And when we talk about the offline mode, so employee need to go and draft an email in the traditional way, and after that there is no view point. I mean, after that, what happens? The employee need to go and discuss with the managers, and once the manager approve, the main task come to the HR sites. Because whenever an employee is leaving the organization, there are a lot of stakeholders who are involved or connected with that particular employee, and they will be having a limited time period, like 30 days of time period, like that. So within that particular time period, they need to complete all the things within the organization in a particular manner. So considering that thing, we have configured here all the reviewers and everything directly in the system. So whenever an employee is leaving the organization, so employee do not have to go and draft an email. He can directly go and put the resignation directly from the application itself. So whenever he's putting the resignation, we can set it up the reviewers. So who should be the reviewers? Like the direct manager, and after the manager, there should be a head person will be, what are options we can provide them, whether they can put their comment, whether they can retain that particular employee after discussion or a negotiation happen in the notice period. So all those access and everything that we can provide them to the reviewers, so that whenever an employee is putting the resignation, they can take it forward accordingly. And apart from that, once the head or the admin person accept the notice period, after that the stakeholders parts come here. So we also have a task clearance checklist options, where we can put predefined task, okay, like where we can put different tasks to the different stakeholders. As I mentioned, like whenever an employee is leaving the organization, there might be different stakeholders all involved. Stakeholders in the sense, the managers before he leave the organization need to collect any of the information or data from his side, or the IT clearance things, or the facility related information, or finance related, or HR dues. So they need to complete their end, all the any assets they need to collect from the employee sides. So they need to complete or collect everything from that particular employee within that period of time, like 30 days or 90 days, whatever the notice period. So all the task list and everything that can be predefined or customizable here, so that HR do not have to do anything. Simply whenever an resignation and anything got accepted, automatically this task will get triggered to all the stakeholders. So HR do not have to go each department wise to follow up everybody, like whether they have done all the tasks from their end or not, because once the task is completed, only after that the post clearance task will be created. So when we think about the offline process, it's really hectic, because all the stakeholders, all the department, HR need to do a lot of follow-ups. So in the system, directly HR can come and see everything on one place on a single click. HR also can send multiple reminders to all the stakeholders to complete the task. And for completing the task, also the stakeholders will have the option to filter out those tasks based on the priority wise. So which all things are priority, they can, based on that, they can set the filter, and they can complete all the tasks. And once they complete everything, automatically again the post clearance task checklist will get triggered in the system, where the notification will be sent to the finance guy or disable the access to the system, or the separation paperwork will get started in the system. So the complete exit model is available in the greytHR application. Now coming back to the admin portal here. So here in the system, when we come, we have a separation option. So in the separation option, we need to select the mode. So we need to configure some of the mode here. But for what reason the employee is leaving the organization? Maybe the contract got expired, or maybe he resigned from the job. So whatever the reason, once we select, we need to provide some of the resignation details here. Based on these details, the end of service benefit will get calculated in the payroll section. Now I'm taking to the payroll part here. So when we come here into the payroll part, again similarly we'll be find this overview page. Well, all the payroll related information each month wise details will appear here, where the cutoff what was the cutoff date, net pay, the gross pay, total deduction happened, number of working days, for number of employee who had processed the salary, if an addition happened for that month, any settlement happened, execution happened, any separation happened, any stop salary, negative salary, hold salary, so settled salary. So all the details we will be able to see here in a small graphical way. And here on a single click, we will be able to release the pay slips also to all the employees with or without notification. With notification means an email will be triggered to all the employees that the pay slips have been generated. They can simply log into the ESS portal. From there, they'll be able to download that or view or download. Both the options will be available. When an employee is joining the organization, the salary details can be added here in the payroll inputs. So here we can search that particular employee. Since Anup is an existing employee, we can see the option called update salary tab here. If instead of Anup any new employee has joined, instead of update salary tab, here it will come as a add salary. So whatever the breakups and the components we have added in the system as per your company's policies, whatever the things we have customized here, you will be able to find those fields here, and based on that you can fill out all the salary details here, effective date, and save. So salary details will be added. Apart from that, we can also add many of the fields like any air ticket things or any kind of bonus. So you would like to go and because bonus is something not fixed for all the employee, it depends. So if you would like to process for 2 or 3 employees, we can also go and add the bonus details here by using the add row options. We can go and add the bonus details here. If it is in bulk for all the 100, 200 employees, we can use our Excel import option, which I was showing you earlier. So we can use that option. We can put all the amounts, all the bonus details at a time in the Excel sheet, and we can upload to this system. So that's how also we can upload. So similar way, we can add different sort of tabs here or the components as per the needs. Now coming to the loan section. So we also have something called loan approval process, which is again really important for any of the organization if they are providing any loan facility to the organization, because this is something relates to the finance where there might be chances of any mistake if any mistake happened, because every month deduction need to be done from the company side. So if any mistake or anything happened, so it might be a huge loss to the organization. So for that purpose we have come up with the loan approval things, and this loan approval also can be customizable up to 5 level approval process in this system, where employee do not have to run behind the HR to ask the eligibility for his loan. So whatever the eligibility criteria is and everything, that automatically once we configured in the system, automatically the system will show the particular employee if they are eligible for the loans. So all the configurations, approval things can be customizable here. We can see all different types of 5 level of approval process is possible here. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So what should be the option we need to give them, like accept and forward, accept option, only reject options, or auto forward options. Like auto forward in the sense, if somebody has applied for 5,000 SAR and for the loan, and after negotiating or after a discussion with the manager, they want to reduce the amount of 5,000 to 4,000. So if they have this option, override option, they can reduce that they can reduce the amount also. So all these options and everything depends on the level wise we can configure in the system, and what should be the policies and everything that can be defined here in the system. And the complete loan flow and the loan setting means it's related to the amount, like what should be the loan document, the loan, what should be the loan limit to that particular employee, and what is the maximum tenure, what should be the rate of interest, and number of EMIs need to be deducted, and what is the eligibility criteria based on the basic salary, gross salary. There will be a lot of drop downs, a lot of options here in the system. So based on that we can select any of the options, and we can also set up the combination settings here. Like if somebody has already applied for a personal loan, he cannot go and apply for the home loan. or any kind of combination that can be set it up here. That person, if he has completed 3 months or 6 months, then only he'll be able to eligible to apply any sort of loan. So this kind of configuration also can be done here. And finally, whenever the admin is accepting or based on the comments and everything, the approval he is doing. So what should be the disbursement? I mean, disbursement options like over the check or the draft or the bank transfer, like this. And whatever the confirmations and everything happen, the employee has the option to track each and every steps, and that will be completely transparency where employee also can see what is the rate of interest, what is the EMI is getting deducted from his salary, and what are the balance amount he need to pay uh, back to the company. So all those transparency will be clearly there, and there will be no chance of any human error, any human interference, because everything is automated in the system. So what is the limit and everything, what is the loan, what is the percentage, everything can be customizable here. Based on that, automatically the loan will also get deduct from the salary, and those information also reflect in the payslips. And at the same time, the employee will also have the option to go and track the loan details. What is the amount he's paying, what is the balance, what is the interest they are paying. So there will be complete transparency within the organizations. So this loan workflow module is also available with the greytHR application. Apart from that, the employee LOP days will be automatically calculated by the system. Also, we have the option to add it manually. Then we also have something called stop salary. If you would like to stop the salary for any of employee, we can add those employee list here. So salary will be stopped. Then similarly, we also have the hold salary option. You would like to hold the salary for some period of time, we can do that. Again, we can come back and release it back from the system. Then coming to the final settlement. So whichever employee we have added in the separation list or the resigned employee list, we can now we would like to do the final settlement for them. So here, when we come here, the final settlement option, here we can see all the list of the resigned employee. We just need to select that particular employee for whom we would like to do the final settlement. Once I go click and next, automatically the system will calculate the resignation details, the notice period details, the working days, leave encashment and remarks. Everything is automated, and after that it will also give you a full and final settlement slip. I'll show you that as well, where you can see the full and final settlement slip, where you can see your company logo, employee number, name, department designation, location, date of joining, submission date of resignation, last date of working, last
Mr.
salary period
Surya,
if any.
just
Yeah,
I would like to note, do you share the screen over Windows or slides?
uh, it's a window, I think.
It's a Windows.
Are you able to
Windows.
see that?
I can
Okay,
see quick access window from your PC.
okay, just a second. Is it visible now? The full and final settlement slip?
Yes.
Thank you. So this will be automatically generated by the system, where we can see your company logo, employee number, name, department designation, location, date of joining, submission date of resignation, last date of working, when the salary paid, and a negotiation happened, the leave encashment, and adjustment in the notice period. So all the details will be visible here, including the income side and the deduction side. So there is no manual intervention. This is completely automated by the system. Coming back to the system. Apart from that, if you come here in the information section, here also we have something called salary revision analytics, where we can see revised salary and not revised salary. Both options are available on a single tab. So we can select any of the option. Based on that, we can see the results here. And we can see this bar. This bar is nothing but the filter, which you can drag it to the specific month. And we can see everything here. And if you would like to export these details, we can also export these details to the Excel section. Apart from that, the salary revision history, where each employee wise we can go and check out the details. Again, I'm taking the employee 5148, Mr. Anup. So when Mr. Anup had joined, when the last revision happened for him, and what was the date, the payout month, the salary, designation, department, I can see the complete history. Apart from that, I have something called defined pairs, where I can go and add number of employees here in the list. for a comparison purpose, and I can do the comparison with Anup, with all the employees in terms of the experience wise, designation wise, when the last revision happened for those employees, what was the previous salary, current salary, and what is the difference percentage wise, amount wise. All the results will show here. And if I would like to download these details, I can also export to an Excel sheet. Or after analyzing everything, I can go and revise the salary for this particular candidate. So after all these inputs and information, now it's time to go and process this salary. For processing salary also, it's really easy and quick. We have a quick salary process option so that we can directly come here and process the salary, or else we can prepare our checklist. So sometimes what happened, uh, we forget many of the tasks to complete before we go and process this salary for our employee. So for that reason, we can prepare our own task or the checklist here, and we make sure that we have completed the task. If yes, we can mark as a completed. If no, we can also directly go to that particular section. We can complete the task. We can come back and mark as a completed. And once I make sure that I've completed all the required tasks, now I can go and process the payroll. So once I click here the process payroll, now instantly it got started processing. Even though if you have 500, 600 employees also, hardly take few seconds to get processed, like 10 second or 8 second. So once it get processed, we can see a quick comparison or a quick small snapshot with the previous month in terms of the employee wise, gross pay wise, deduction wise. This is Jan and December. What is the difference we can see here? And if I go and click here in the view salary statement, the complete statement will also appear in the system here, where we can see employee number, name, joining date, month, effective date, and whatever the components we have, we can see everything in the system. And here we also get a lot of filter option, which you can filter out all the details as per the need. And if you want to export these details to the Excel sheet, so on a single click, you can also export the entire things into the Excel sheet. Now coming to back to the verify option. So here we also have something called payroll statement, where we can go and create n number of statement. That is also really easy. Simply go and add the statement option. Name your report, title and description. Whatever columns are required, you can simply select the columns. You can reorder them, and you can create your own statement. And once you create, it's a one-time activity. Once you create that, that will be saved under the system. So you can reuse these templates again and again whenever you need it in the future. Then we also have something called payroll difference, where we can go and take any 2 months and we can see the difference item wise and employee wise. You can see here the components, name, employee number in Jan and December. This is the difference. If any remarks, we can also see the remarks. And if I would like to download the consolidated report, so I can simply click and download the report as well from here. In the payout section, we also have something called JV, which is journal voucher. So if you are using an accounting software, you can share with us the JV format or the journal voucher format. So you can check the feasibility and we can configure it in the system. So end of the month, you can come and export your JV directly from here, and you can upload back to your accounting software. Similarly, the zip file also can be generated here. Once we configure, on a single click, you can come and generate your zip file directly from the system. Then we also have something called payslip. If you would like to send us an email or download, so that option is also available. Instead of sharing in the ESS portal, you can come here, you can download the payslip, directly zip download, or directly sending as an email, or any selective employee, or all the employees, all the options are available. Or an employee has requested for multiple payslips from last 6 months, 3 months, or in particular date range, that also you can add here and you can download or send. So this was the complete payroll section, which I have already now covered here. And apart from that, we also have the leave and attendance module. If you come here, the similar way, we have the leave overview, which shows all the information related to the leave. Similar way, the calendar view options are like different month wise. We can see all the leave types here, whatever the leave types and everything we have. Similarly, attendance overview also will have this option, where each month wise we can see the details, and each dashboards also will have the filter out to filter out all the details. Then we have something called leave calendar. So entire month's calendar will be there, and we can see a number of employees were absent, present, who is in option is there, So how many employees not yet in late arrivals, all those details also we can track it live once you integrate with your biometric. And here we each employee wise we can go and check out the leave details. Post leave transaction also can be happen here. So, each leave type, all the transactions can be seen here. Then we also have shift roster where multiple shifts can be created. We can assign different shifts to our team members. And yeah, similarly, the attendance info is also there where each employee wise by putting the details here, we can see all the attendance related information here in the system. So like this, all the customizations and everything can be done in the system. Then we also have directly, I'll come to the report section where the pre-built report templates are also available. We can generate any sort of reports available here. We can simply come and reuse this template. If anything is not there, we also have query builder. We can customize our own report as well in the system. For generating report, there is no limit. We can customize our own reports anytime. And if you come to the home page, we also have a CEO dashboard, which shows all the related information to your organization in a graphical way. Okay. So this was the overall admin side, which I've already covered here. Now we'll quickly take you to the employee ESS portal as well. I hope you can see the screen. Okay. So this is the ESS portal login. I will quickly show you and summarize what all things are there. So I've logged in now as an employee ESS. So in the ESS portal, it is self-explanatory where employee once they sign in, they can use the sign in and sign out option to mark the attendance. The salary tab will be there to check out all the salary details. Voided report will be there. Loans and advance report will be there. They can see all the role related informations. All the leave related details also they can go and check out those details like leave balance, what all things they have. From here, they'll be able to apply for the leave. The leave drop down will be there by putting all these informations here. This holiday calendar will be there for all the employees. Teams on leave, how many team members on leave. Similarly, for the attendance also, they will get the complete attendance detail, average working each day, absent present details will be available for them. Who is an option for the managers, for the employees to check out all the details. The complete attendance master will be there. Then shift roster will be there where manager can assign different shift to his team members. Ticketing options will be there where any issues we can customize your different ticketing options. They can go and raise the tickets to the employees. And this is the feed options. Whatever information we're posting to the employee, they can go and check out everything here. All the birthday greetings, anniversary, this is all automatically generated. So this was the overall ESS portal, which I've already, quickly covered. I try to quickly cover these things because we have a very limited time. So now, any questions or anything?
Yes, please. Thank you so much for this awesome content and helpful as well. We have received several questions regarding the content. Do you provide like similar functions and tasks for what is offered via uh, Saudi government platforms such as Mudad for payroll and Qiwa for contracting system?
Yes, yes, we follow 100% compliance as per the GCC, so that will not be a problem. Whatever the components or whatever the policies, based on that, the system will be customized. And the best part
Okay.
is, since we are a cloud-based product, if any rule or any changes happen, so immediately that will also reflect in the system. That can be
So
posted.
for the employees, how they could raise like sick leave or vacation leave or something? Does it from application, mobile application, or website portal?
Both. Both they will have the option directly. They can download the mobile application. Through that also they can go and apply. Automatically the notification alert will be sent to the reporting manager, and even the manager can review those leave requests and everything from the mobile application itself. And through that also all the approval process and everything can be done from both the way, mobile and everything, and both the party
Amazing.
will get the notification alert.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, regarding to the compliance again, we know that certain partially government companies or even companies related to the financial sectors or SAMA regulation, they're asking for local or Saudi-based hosting. So, do you support a flexibility to host Great HR in Saudi Arabia?
Um, at such, no plan for that, but currently our hosted is in Germany, Frankfurt, in the AWS. In terms of the data securities and everything, considering that we have done that because we are GDPR ready and ISO certified, and we have many Fortune 500 clients also in the list. So we are providing that level of security and everything. So considering that, we are hosted currently in the
Okay,
Germany.
okay. Thank you so much. I have another question. Uh, regarding to uh, pricing, and what is the pricing model that you can start with? Is it a complete solution or per user or per HR manager or per employee?
This will be per user basis, active employee user basis pricing will be there.
Hmm. So every employee, they should have a license, either 10 or 20 or 100.
Yes, absolutely. Because we will active employee basis. Even a company is taking for 100 employees. After using, if the employee get reduced, the price will also automatically get reduced. So
Awesome,
it's based on
awesome.
the active employee. If any employee we have completed full and final settlement, those data and everything will be there always in the system. They can go and check out the previous details for that particular employee.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was a great webinar to you. Again, we glad to support the Great HR in Saudi Arabia. If you have any inquiry, just please contact cloudzone.net, their website, or Cloudzone IT, the different social media accounts, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and even we have TikTok. So please, if you have any inquiry, do not hesitate to contact us. We provide also for our uh, clients and potential customers a free session for just introducing the business or solving the a minor issue for companies. They are facing issues with uh, HR in hand with great HR. So the link for the meeting is appear right now on the screen. Don't hesitate to contact us. And we will wish you to see you again in next webinar. Please do the follow and like, share, subscribe, and we hope all the best. Have a nice day, guys, and thank you so much, Surya, for this awesome webinar.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.